Welcome to Exit Like a Boss. I'm going to show you, having helped nearly 800 business owners work through a 21-step process to exit like a boss, how you can do it, what you need to know, the steps you need to take, and what's actually involved in you and your business being able to maximize value and successfully exit like a boss. Hope you enjoy it. In this episode of Exit Like a Boss, we're going to talk about the very beginning. Why do you even need an exit strategy? What is an exit strategy? And why does it really make a difference to you, your business, your family, and your wider network of stakeholders to have an exit strategy in place? My name's Craig West. I've been working with business owners on exit strategies for nearly 15 years. I've worked with over 800 owners in that time. And I can tell you now, it is absolutely clear and obvious to me that those business owners that begin with the end in mind, that have an exit strategy documented and prepared and are able to execute on that exit strategy, always get a better result. Now, that result may not just be a financial harvest. It may not just be selling your business for maximum dollars. It may in fact be passing the business on to the next generation of your family, making sure it's successful and they're able to run it, making sure the business is financially stable and well prepared, and making sure your kids or their kids or whoever it might be is actually able and equipped with the right skill set to run that business going forward and make sure it continues to be successful. For some people though, this might be an exit. This might actually be listing your company on a stock exchange, an IPO. It might be selling your business to a private equity firm or a corporate buyer, perhaps even a listed company. It might also be selling it in a trade sale type arrangement to somebody who lives, works, and maybe even competes with you just up the road. None of these things are exclusive. They all require preparation. And what this episode is about is how and why we get started on that preparation. What is an exit strategy? Most business owners spend much time in their business, working on the day-to-day, working operationally, working on how they improve sales, how they get their marketing finely tuned, how they can actually attract more customers, make more sales, improve their profits, look after their workers, attract new staff. There's so many things that need to be done day-to-day when you're running a business. What people don't do, unfortunately, is stop. Why are you in business in the first place? What is it that you actually went into business trying to achieve? For most of us, it's a couple of things, and it may well have changed during the period that you've been in business. For many of us, it starts out because we want to solve a particular problem. Maybe we're working with clients to design beautiful buildings. Maybe we're fixing plumbing and drainage problems. Maybe we're working on legal issues and helping our clients be successful in commercial disputes. Maybe we're a vet and we're looking after animals and our clients' animals. There are so many different reasons people go into business, but most of them are about solving a problem. The issue with that is, of course, we're not solving the main problem. And the main problem is, if you spend weeks, months, years, generations, I know business owners that have been in business for 40 and 50 years, if you spend that amount of time and you don't think about the exit strategy, how are you going to get out? How are you going to extract the value you've built in your business? And even if it's not about extracting value, how are you going to make sure the business continues to be successful after you leave? Now, there's a couple of key elements here. The first thing is there's three key parts to getting exit and succession planning right. The first one is the business must be ready. It must be in good shape. It must have its risks managed. It must be prepared for a transition of ownership and probably management as well. The second one is the finances. The finances include not just the business finances, it obviously needs to be ready, but also the family or the owners or the shareholders' finances. How ready are you for retirement or for your next business or your next adventure? And of course, that's the last critical piece, the owner. What's the owner going to do after business? Life after business is a big issue for lots of exiting business owners. They're often not sure what they actually are going to do. Do you have a hobby? Are you a member of the local golf club? Do you sail a yacht? Do you work in a local men's shed or a charity or raise money for sick or injured kids? All those things obviously are quite possible, but a lot of business owners realistically spend so much time locked up and working on and in the business, they don't have time to invest in life after business. And so that's the final leg of the 3 legs of the stool, to make sure that you've got the business, the finances, and you, the owner, ready for an exit. Now, there are a couple of different ways to exit a business. Obviously, we talked before about selling it. We talked about passing it on to your children. We talked about possibly even doing an IPO or selling to private equity. You might also want to put in place something like an employee share plan or a management buyout, where key people within the business take over the day-to-day operations, management, and running of the business for you. All of those things are possible, but they all need preparation. And I can tell you now, the best and most successful exits are always the ones with the longest possible preparation. I'm going to show you the various things that we do. There's actually 21 steps in our process, 5 stages of value. I'm going to talk you through each one of those steps and each one of those stages to show you what you can do to maximize the value of your business and achieve a successful exit.